Let's rock.
Area.
What's up, everybody?
There was a 61-year-old gentleman, that had one of these orders issued against him. There was no due process.
It's Monday night, and houses are exploding in Arlington, Virginia.
Coming to his door at 5
Wasn't prepared for this at all. What's going on?
And so a 61-year-old man, he's not as prime as he used to be, and approached the door with a firearm in his hand because he was afraid, for his life, and he wanted to defend himself.
Space on Twitter. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on. Some crazy dude who has a problem with the police
through the door,
has been posting some wild shit on YouTube, and his LinkedIn account has.
That isn't justice.
I don't know if it's like a gas leak or how he's exactly
and I wish
exploded
there
this house,
was
but.
A better way, for us to fold people back into the community.
It's crazy,
but it isn't through force, and it isn't with police. Police are trained to subdue and hurt people. That isn't
clips anyways
necessarily the right thing. Particularly people, who are on the edge or whatever the case may be. But I just really implore everybody to,
pets' heads are falling off.
What it is that
shit's getting crazy. Welcome in here. Thanks for coming in here tonight, guys.
A lot of people are afraid.
I just thought I'd go live with it real quick.
All this crime happening, and
I was looking at his YouTube account, which seems pretty crazy.
Themselves.
And
it is.
I will say allegedly right now. I haven't seen anything like fully confirmed, but I think that this guy's name is James Yo.
Defend yourself. And if you were able to defend yourself,
here, I guess
less afraid
they've already
to go to
zapped
the park.
his.
You're less afraid to come into contact with a criminal.
His
You're less
account
afraid of the world because you know how to interact with the world when it's dangerous, because the world is dangerous out there.
Still going. Yeah, there you go. But I think that they've already zapped his Facebook account. I need to be careful as I go through here because it looks like he's actually kind of doxing his neighbors and taking pictures of them also. And he has a YouTube channel. Yeah, U.S. world's biggest terrorist. Fuck the police. Purge them. And says he's a former head global security with CFIUS experience from Arlington, Virginia again. I'm going to pull it back over here just for a moment. Again, I don't want to like randomly dox some people that were unfortunate enough to live by this guy anyways. Boom, boom, boom. Sorry, yeah, I had another, I was listening to the raw alerts like spaces there for a second. I was trying to get as much updates as I could. You can hear me though, right? Like you don't hear anything else now? Is it just me now? Yeah, I think it's just me. Holly Barrett, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Coming through here. I don't even have that set up right now, but I literally just came down here, basically just started streaming. Hold up. Let me get this pulled out here. It's like, what is this crazy motherfucker in Arlington, Virginia out here doing? We got to go down here and see what's up. I was watching a little bit of wrestling, if you will. Holly Barrett. Do I even have this set up? Let's see. Does it work? That's not it. We'll get it. We'll get it, baby. Oh, there we go. But yeah, what the fuck? Look at this. There's no sound on that actual video, but man, crazier than shit. As officers attempted to execute a search warrant. I've seen this posted a few times. This is Nerdy Attic. The person who had allegedly shot the flare gun began shooting several rounds inside the house. Video shows emergency personnel response after a duplex exploded. So hopefully they got these people out of the freaking duplex before shit hit the fan here. At least I hope so. Yeah, I was just, sorry, I was saying that just some shit went down in Arlington, Virginia. Yeah, houses exploded. Guy's name is James Yo, allegedly. That is not official yet, but I'm seeing a lot of reports that there's a guy by the name of James Yo who had a YouTube account, who had a LinkedIn, who had a Facebook that has actually already been zapped. But yeah, and I didn't want to show his LinkedIn just straight out. I could probably show this. But underneath here are some are some pictures he actually took of the neighbors. But yeah, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I guess it's still giving the names out here, but but he thought that basically his neighbors were freaking like agents or double agents, or like stalking him essentially since the 90s, since like to the year 2000, for like 20 plus years. His last post was from December 1st. What's that? That was just 4 days ago. Go to his actual post. All post. Yeah, I'm not going to show this one right off. Yeah, this was his neighbor here, the next door neighbor. And he's like actually showing this lady, given the address, currently known as, acting like the names that they have are not the real names. And I allege and believe this is, again, giving another name that he thinks who it may actually be. Giving the university where these folks had went to, saying that they're 2 children and they are spies and they act as buffers, collecting my information and then delivering it to their handlers. This is how the ruling class stays anonymous, using buffers and handlers to absorb digital ID. Yeah, it says this family has been stalking James Yo. And when he talks about himself in the third person also, since the mid-90s, he says. This is how white people operate and have the luxury of outnumbering all other races by almost 7-1 in America. And then he actually comments on how they've gained a bunch of weight in the last couple months. And then on December 1st, the same day, another picture, this time of a gentleman and of their car. And this one was saying, this is my next door neighbor, currently known as Lance Smith. He drives a white Jeep. Again, he thinks that these are fake names. I allege and I believe he and his wife, again, giving other names, and their 2 children are spies. He also has a large black Labrador mixed dog. I believe he attended the University of Florida. So who's doing the stalking here, buddy? And then he actually also posted his metrics on YouTube, which was showing that he had 1 view. And if you look at his YouTube, I guess he had a bunch of lawsuits as well with different folks. He's posting a Trump picture here, October 29th, 2023. I'm not even sure what he's saying. He's just kind of rambling on. Goes crazy with the hashtags. Talking about Hollywood being all about some his hypocrisy, talking about how the lyrics of NWA, talking about fuck the police, and now you have Ice Cube working in Hollywood. So yeah, this guy, by all accounts, is a bit of a psycho, a bit of a crazy person. If, again, allegedly this is the correct person. Jesus Christ, that did this. Craziness. Threads popping through here on 11:30 on a Monday night. What is going on? Yeah, I don't know. What the hell did I do? You kidding me, bro? Hold on. Okay. All over the place tonight. Literally, I was for real chill. And then I was like, maybe I'll make a short about it. And then I was like, well, hell, maybe I'll fucking just go down there and go live real quick. See if they're still over here talking on the spaces. See if there's any kind of weird updates.
Every day. Did we just have more news now about it?
I guess so. I mean, or maybe just 2023 is just to get all the chaotic stuff before 2024. So maybe that.
Right, and then you have New Year's right around the corner, so I just foresee maybe more of that. And then this girl that said after about 20 shots from a flare gun, she decided that maybe someone should call the police. I think I would have allowed maybe 1, but I probably would have already been asking questions because I'm just that kind of neighbor.
U.S. massive explosion at a house in Arlington after man fires flare gun to scare off policemen. So was there a gas leak in the house? Did he let gas off and then fire this flare gun? How the hell does something like this happen? Yeah, literally all accounts right now, Poke Bomb is fired off a flare gun, a giant fucking house explosion. And this guy seems to be some kind of insane person with, not being able to handle much with what society's throwing at him right now. with the post that he's posted on LinkedIn, and again, he has a YouTube channel where he's mostly posting, it looks like lawsuit type stuff. Massive explosion was reported at a house in Arlington in the U.S. after a suspect fired a flare gun inside a house at a police personnel who were executing a search warrant. Police said, according to Arlington County Police Department, the fire department is working to extinguish the blaze. Arlington County Police put out the alert just after 8:15 p.m. Monday. It said that the incident occurred in the 800 block of North Burlington Street in Bluemont neighborhood. The county police department said it is investigating a suspect who has discharged a flare gun from his residence, and police advised people to avoid the area. Taking to X, Arlington Police Department stated, police activity, ACPD, is in the 800 block of North Burlington Street, investigating a suspect who has discharged a flare gun in his residence. Expect continued police activity and avoid the area. According to the Arlington Police Department, officers on scene reported minor injuries with no one being taken to the hospital. That's surprising. In another post on X, the Arlington Police Department wrote, as officers were attempting to execute the warrant at the residence, the suspect discharged the rounds. Subsequently, an explosion occurred at the residence, and officers continue to investigate the circumstances. I did see there was an interview with the gentleman that recorded the video on CNN, I believe. Maybe that'll be in media. By chance. Just anything new in here? Yeah, I mean, they're saying James Wu, whose status is currently unknown, has posted a lot in his LinkedIn profile about his disdain for the federal government. Oddly enough, Yo's profile says he was the former head of global security at the federal government's Committee on Foreign Investment in the U.S. I've redacted most of the information of the neighbors Yo accuses of being spies, but he goes into great detail and constantly monitors the neighbors' actions. He's even posted images of them in their cars and on social media. A photo he posted just 3 days ago appears to have been taken from the window of the home that exploded in Arlington. In addition, Yo's LinkedIn bio includes other bits such as fuck the police, purge them, and purge all spies. There's a lot more to this story than the government is telling us. I want to see the interview, though, with the guy that was there that shot this video, just to get an on the ground. Here we go. Here we go, baby. Boom. Make sure this is working. Sure I can hear it too. I had it turned down. Or let me turn down these guys.
We don't want to hurt you. And then they ended up driving the SWAT truck through the front door with like a pile driving arm. And at that point, he started firing a weapon back. I mean, I believe it was like an AR. It was a high caliber weapon. It's not a flare. They shot flares at the beginning. He was not shooting flares near the end. They started returning fire with non-lethal weapon, with a non-lethal, they kept saying non-lethal, they're shooting a shotgun back into the windows, blasting out the windows a little bit. And then at that point, they reversed the truck back. They kept trying to yell to him. He sounded like he was trying to say something back.
Virginia, Susan. Arlington, Virginia.
But they were like, look, we can't hear you. You know, please come out, you won't get hurt. And at that point, they reversed back and they changed the angle of the truck, and they were going to try to take out the window, the front window there, tell them to back up from the window.
Probably got shit's crazier than fuck, Gregory.
It's a high caliber weapon. It's not a flare. They shot flares at the beginning. He was not.
So he's saying it's not a flare, and it was a high caliber weapon that Yo was firing. We've already got a difference in an opinion from what the police report is saying. I mean, again, this is just a guy on the ground who filmed it, but he has ears.
They started returning fire with non-lethal weapon, with a non-lethal. They kept saying non-lethal. They're shooting a shotgun back into the windows, blasting out the windows a little bit, and then at that point they reversed the truck back. They kept trying to yell to him. He sounded like he was trying to say something back, but they were like, "Look, we can't hear you. You know, please come out. You won't get hurt." And at that point, they reversed back and they changed the angle of the truck, and they were going to try to take out the window, the front window there, tell them to back up from the window. And at that point, they were driving forward to the window, and that's when the whole place went up. I mean, just absolutely. I mean, you saw the video. It was.
Yeah, that's insane. I couldn't even imagine being that close to it. Was outside unloading groceries when the initial boom went off behind me and went through my whole body. Initial loud boom followed by the smoke. The boom is crazy, though. Like, it literally demolishes the entire fucking house. Like, it is over. Like, he was all about some conspiracy shit, though. Obviously was not doing well with some mental health issues that probably needed to be addressed, quite frankly. Maybe he wasn't in the right mind to go and get that type of help. And maybe he didn't have anybody in his corner to get him that type of help. There's a lot of fucked up shit out here today, guys. Mad the police had a warrant, likely set him off. Probably, Donald. Yeah, hit that like, guys. Share this out. Let people know you're hanging out. Helps us move this out into the old YouTube algorithms. Crazy, though. For sure. Waiting for any kind of Okay, Arlington police say this all began when officers were dispatched to the home at 4:45 this afternoon for reports of a flare gun being shot out of a home. A neighbor provided us the video of a flare gun going off around the time, plus pictures of the aftermath. Oh shit, so this guy might have caused a fire, being a fucking psychopath. See a school bus there even. That's when kids are probably getting home. Police showed up to this dude's, and he had, I'm sure, honestly, probably had a death wish. I don't know if the guy's deceased yet or not. Here's my own little thing. I mean, that's some movie shit right there. Like, that's crazy. Like, that's absolutely insane. Let me go back to that raw alerts. See if they still have a space going here. At least there might be some kind of update there, potentially.
Which is turned into a rocket first. What the fuck is this?
I think the favorite theory from a few people, including myself, is that the guy probably let the gas lines fill up the air, fill up the house, and then exploding it. That was been the prevailing theory as far as now, but we don't really know. I wanted to go to KT and then Marco real quick because they have their hands up for a while.
So I wanted to ask, so of course you screen grabbed all the possible social media stuff just so.
See if there's any other updates potentially here. What's the... Sounds like shots were fired moments before house explodes. Just kind of like what the dude was saying, right? You can hear that. It's hard to hear, but you can hear it. Fuck, dude. That's crazy. Like, that's crazy. It does, yeah. I'm thinking, like, this guy maybe even turned the gas on in the house, right? And had, again, a death wish. Obviously, again, not in the right mind mentally. Again, if I go back to his LinkedIn here, I know it's already all over the internet, but I mean, this guy had this one's pretty interesting. This is from October 31st of 2023, and he was saying that the Rochester General Hospital, hashtag bullshat, that's how he spelled it, was drugging him. Let's see, including but not limited to, was unknowingly drugged. And again, this is a lawsuit, and he's saying the defendants, resulting in showing 988 ideation, the defendants conspired to hold James Yo, against his will at RGH and followed the toxins to dissipate from James' body, while RGH fraudulently claimed 0 toxins on James' RGH records. The defendants drugged, kidnapped, and inflicted emotional distress and harm on James Yo. And I guess this is kind of written like it's from a lawyer. Around the RGH events to push James from further pursuing tenants abuse. And it does say on his LinkedIn here that he's a renter. So statements from James admitted to 988 ideation is/was given under duress, also known as hostage confession. Notice the court clerk purposefully scanned the document, tilting toward the right, signaling to the judge to automatically judge in favor of the defendants. So I mean, he's all about some conspiracy stuff. Feels like everyone's out to get him type of situation here, and that's sad as fuck, honestly. Yeah, he had some issues for sure. I haven't heard anything about the police yet. Yeah, total mental break. What did I do with his YouTube up here?
FanDuel Casino has your chance at the #1 feeling, winning.
Yeah, his YouTube, I'm sure this is going to be getting pulled soon. He just posted 2 days ago. He's just literally showing his LinkedIn post. Is what his posts are. This is his actual YouTube account. Oh, God, no, that's showing the neighbors. I didn't want to show the neighbors. I mean, what the fuck is this guy doing? This was a month ago. Claiming to be an FBI agent. And this is an hour-long stream. Is this just an hour with no audio of him showing documents? Start digging in here. You actually start figuring out and finding shit. They've gotten rid of James Yo. What did James Yo know? Now, we all dive into conspiracy stuff. I dive into conspiracy stuff all the time. But man, this is just going to fuel the conspiracy side of the internet, quite frankly. People are going to be going nuts, especially with all the little breadcrumbs left behind. That's what they're going to treat them like. Oh, this guy was trying to tell us something. This guy had more information than we're ever going to know. Wow. Yeah, he's got a lot of stuff on LinkedIn that's still currently available here. I'm going to dig down through here a little further, see how much crazier it gets. This is into October 29th, posted a Noam Chomsky quote. Says the United States is the world's biggest terrorist years ago, and y'all continue to allow Noam to spew he's actually hating on Noam Chomsky and spew and make money while y'all cancel James Yo and inhabit James' ability to make money living. Oh wait, I mean he literally thinks everyone's out to get him because he can't find work. It is the vibe I'm getting. Here he is talking about a shooting, October 28th, Maine shooting, CNN's subtle, hateful message against James Yo and other Asians. See time reference, 844 in headline, he didn't expect to be found alive. It's like he's actually using the names James Yo, which is his name, and again, allegedly assuming it's all over the place. It's on his YouTube, it's on this LinkedIn, and it's like he's putting his name in this article. Like he's replacing the killer as himself. It's like he's putting himself in that shoes. It's a really, I can't even know if I'm explaining this well. He's given out his address. Further, they are conspiring to make James Yo's death look like 988. I don't know. He keeps referencing that. See Robin Williams below CNN's headline. See on March 3rd, 2021, LinkedIn post showing CNN messaging assassinate Asians with picture of squinting JFK. What? Yeah, dude, he's completely, like, literally the poster the picture underneath that he's posting. I mean, I'll show this. This is nothing. It's the the suspect that was from, what is that, a month ago? It was the end of October. He's talking about Robin Williams here from a scene from a movie. Like, this dude's out of his fucking mind. Again, talking about the Maine shooting, Hurricane Otis. He's out of his fucking mind, bro. James will sell you some shit, though. October 27th, he was all about trying to get rid of this ring. Yeah, this dude was a bit off his rocker for sure. For sure. Yeah, they always survive, right? Yeah, from what I'm understanding, I've seen the word duplex thrown out a few times. Flash. James Yo attempting to contact FBI. So the FBI were probably like, this motherfucker right here. We got to keep an eye on this dude. Right? Probably not. Probably not at all. Yeah, house explosion in Arlington, Virginia, Missy. Still trying to kind of figure out what's actually going on. Insane scene. Somebody caught the actual moment. Again, here it is. An entire house freaking explodes. Again, it looks like possibly a gas type of explosion. Again, I'm no professional. I have no actual clue whatsoever. Anybody that can see this, we'll play this one more time here. This was the gentleman that did film the explosion. And again, referenced hearing the gunshots and not the flare gun that we've been seeing reported. And then when we saw the other video, I could hear what sounded like the shots right before the big explosion.
Come out, we don't want to hurt you. And then they ended up driving the SWAT truck through the front door with like a pile driving arm. And at that point, he started firing a weapon back. I mean, I believe it was like an AR. It was a high caliber weapon. It's not a flare. They shot flares at the beginning. He was not shooting flares near the end.
Right now, Jared Land, thanks for coming in here. I don't think so. I mean, it's way too early for me to make that kind of assessment, but I haven't seen that is basically what I'm saying. I've not seen anyone say that. Just from kind of looking at his online presence, which is through LinkedIn and YouTube, it seems like he was off his rocker and just a little bit crazy. And no, you're right, Fuzzy Puff. Very weird use of LinkedIn. That's a very good point. And he did make a post. It's almost like he thought he was being throttled on YouTube. He wasn't getting any views on there. That's going to be gone soon. That's already starting to blow up. The Facebook, apparently, this is through Raw Alerts. I've not seen this in any way, shape, or form. Even before I went live, they said the Facebook was pulled instantly, which tends to happen in these cases when somebody does end up in this type of situation. They usually take that down pretty much immediately. But these other sites will probably be following behind. But I haven't seen right off them actually saying that it's terror related. But the guy's out of his mind. I mean, completely crazy. From the Netherlands, Gregory, what's going on? Thanks for coming in here, guys. Yeah, just a crazy scene. Again, I'll restart this from the beginning. This was the gentleman that actually recorded the explosion, and again references the gunshots that he hears right before it actually happens. And every news report that I've seen so far is just mentioning a flare gun going off. And I did see another report that was saying that this gentleman, I guess at 4:45 today, and this is Arlington, Virginia, not that far from here. I mean, a couple hours from here, but in the grand scheme of things, not that far in a lot of the stories we cover. But apparently he was firing this flare gun and maybe even caught some woods on fire is what it looked like to be. So very, very weird use of LinkedIn, Fuzzy Puff. No, good. It's like he was using that as like a weird manifesto. And then he talks about himself in the third party in third person as well, talking about James Wu. I am James Wu.
Come out, we don't want to hurt you. And then they ended up driving the SWAT truck through the front door with like a pile driving arm. And at that point, he started firing a weapon back. I mean, I believe it was like an AR. It was a high caliber weapon. It's not a flare. They shot flares at the beginning. He was not shooting flares near the end.
Oh, wow. Cannon Colossus, this is right down the street from me. The explosion rocked my house. Holy shit. Wow. Do you have any other information just from being kind of that close? Are you kind of in the same boat as us? That's wild. Wow.
They started returning fire with non-lethal weapon, with a non-lethal, they kept saying non-lethal. They're shooting a shotgun back into the windows, blasting out the windows a little bit. And then At that point, they reversed the truck back. They kept trying to yell to him. He sounded like he was trying to say something back, but they were like, look, we can't hear you. You know, please come out. Please come out. We won't get hurt. And at that point, they reversed back and they changed the angle of the truck, and they were going to try to take out the window, the front window there, tell them to back up from the window. And at that point, they were driving forward to the window, and that's when the whole place went up. I mean, just absolutely. I mean, you saw the video. It was...
that was a pretty insane explosion, quite frankly. I mean, look at that. That's a still frame. Look at this, the debris, how high that is in the sky right there. That's a large chunk, too. Wild. Again, this is near DC also. Only 4 miles away from the White House. Wow. It's very close. Yeah, police were attempting a high-risk search warrant when the explosion occurred. Police say someone in the house fired a flare causing the explosion. I heard 3 gunshots a while ago and then nothing. So yeah, crazy shit. Ain't no Arlington had all this going on. You know, what is going on? And the misinformation from either side is going to be coming down the pike to push some kind of narrative, I'm sure, which is going to be bullshit. Yeah, watch this one. This one's crazy. This one you can kind of feel it. You can hear those initial gunshots. That fucking explosion. Crazy explosion. See if there's anything on the top. See if Arlington Now is saying anything. Just breaking as of, there we go, 1 hour ago. A LinkedIn account in the same name as the listed resident of the house recently posted a rant against his neighbors in the duplex. I guess maybe they're officially going with this. I mean, this is James Yo, and by all accounts, it seems like his LinkedIn. So another update 27 minutes ago. Arlington Now has obtained an extended version of the video of tonight's explosion and talked to the neighbors who took it. A large explosion heard throughout Arlington has rocked the Bluemont neighborhood after a police standoff. The duplex where a suspect was involved in an ongoing incident with police exploded in a massive fireball as police, including a SWAT armored vehicle, moved in. It followed the suspect repeatedly firing a flare gun over nearby Fields Park. Residents in the area were being instructed to shelter in place while others were evacuated by police. Arlington County Police said the person inside the house fired shots as officers tried to enter the home. Just before the explosion, a video below shows the explosion. Damn! You can just see. Look how it shoots out the front door. Fuck! That's the cleanest one. Fuck, dude. Look at the cars in the front. So there's somebody right here. Oh, they're driving in. Oh, they felt that shit too. Fuck, dude. I'd say these cars right here got blew out. Oh, wow. Dude, that's so powerful. They're lucky no one got hurt there. That's fucking crazy, dude. I don't know. I mean, mental health right now is the motive of being an absolute psycho. The internet, not being able to handle day-to-day life in this fucking world that we're currently living in. Mrs. Kelly, thank you for coming in here right now. Arlington, house explosion, Arlington, Virginia. A man by the name of James Yo, who has been posting basically his manifesto. Crazy ass. He thinks his neighbors are spies. The 2 neighbors and their children. thinks they've been spying on him for 20 years. He's been as of the last couple of days, posting pictures of these people. And today was shooting a flare gun. Again, this is about what I've kind of just been putting together myself, looking through X here. Caught a field what looked like on fire. Police come out. They're issuing a search warrant, and the house goes up. The entire fucking thing just explodes. It did, right? It looked like a movie.
He's coming out.
Crazy. Give me one more. Crazy scene, bro. Although I cannot believe Noda was crazy, seriously injured. Is that verified, Donald? Wow. You can hear they keep asking him, come out with your hands up. Come out with your hands up. Dude, just look at the rate of debris right here. You hear those initial gunshots, though. Who's shooting there? Is that the guy inside, or is that the police? Is it non-lethal? The guy being interviewed did say that they had some non-lethal firing. Dude, that's a wild shot. That is a wild fucking shot. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh. Nope.
Oh, I hadn't seen this. So yeah, they're. Yeah, look at that fire. Yeah, look at the smoke.
Oh.
Look at this, bro. This is fucking crazy. In a residential neighborhood, this happens at your neighbors, y'all. Hitting the you see the shaking the power lines down here.
Get the fuck out of here.
Got right off street.
Oh.
Who was that?
Nope.
This guy is like, I'm glad I live across the street. Look, it's a nice looking neighborhood. Okay, this close in Arlington, this close to DC, you're not going to be finding homes easily in this area, first of all. And it's also a nice upscale looking area. What the fuck did James Yo do is my question right now. And is he a renter? If he owns these homes and he's renting them out, that makes a little bit more sense maybe, but he's out of his fucking mind making these crazy ass posts.
It's literally about to burn the fucking house.
This
Hurry the fuck up, guys. What do you guys? You guys are very quick about it. Jesus fuck. Right.
Yeah, this story is super fresh. This is all happening right now. So, I mean, anything could be breaking or happening at any time. If you guys hear something, let me know also. Just hit midnight, right on the nose, 12 a.m. here on the East Coast. As officers were attempting to execute a search warrant at the residence, the suspect discharged several rounds inside the home. Subsequently, an explosion occurred at the residence, and officers continue to investigate the circumstances of the explosion. I think it blew up the entire duplex, one neighbor told Arlington Now, and in the immediate aftermath. I'm sure the family next door was evacuated before it blew up. But they lost their home. So yeah, right there. Hopefully they were evacuated, though. That would have been terrible. Firefighters were still working to extinguish small residential fires from the resulting blaze as of 11:30 p.m. I mean, this is fresh. This is the freshest news that I've seen so far. So that was 30 minutes ago. 3 hours after the explosion, investigators, including from the FBI, are on the scene. Paramedics were initially told to expect multiple burn patients after the explosion, but police said around 9:30 that officers on the scene only reported minor injuries with no one transported to the hospital. Very lucky. Here we go. We're getting a little bit of news. Here we go. Numerous residents described the shock of the huge blast to Arlington Now. One said the explosion literally shook my bed and described an acid stench afterward. Wow. Another said he was in the shower at the time. That'd be fucking freaky. I'd probably think it's an earthquake just out the gate. It shook my entire house and I didn't know what it was at first. So I ran outside and I saw the entire house was just leveled. Alex Wilson, the neighbor who took the video seen above and shared worldwide on social media tonight, told Arlington Now that the resident of the home was firing a rifle at police as they used the SWAT vehicle to try to get inside the house. When they rammed the front door, he started firing the AR back at them. He said, Wilson said he saw at least one officer injured following the explosion. So another question, what escalated to that point to where the police felt like they needed to use this vehicle to ram into the house, instead of using normal methods, right? Instead of being able to use manpower to get in. Wonder what triggered that. He was able to walk, but he was like holding his head, said Wilson. Rep. Don Bayer said on social media that he is monitoring the emergency response to a major explosion in the Bluemont neighborhood of Arlington tonight. This is very, very scary, and my profound thanks go out to the first responders working to secure the area and keep everyone safe. Patrick Hope, Democrat who lives in the area, posted on X, formerly Twitter, following the explosion. For all who are checking in, my family and I are fine, but our house shook and we could see the flames from our front yard. Wow. The explosion happened at 8:25 p.m. So, just about, what is that? 4 hours ago, coming up, and a little under, 3 hours and some. Just under 4 hours, if I'd have just kept reading. After an initial dispatch to the house at the end of North Burlington Street near Fields Park, Key Elementary and Arlington Fire Station number 2, initial reports suggested a man who was holed up in his house shooting a flare gun out of a window. At approximately 4:45 p.m., police were dispatched to the 800 block of North Burlington Street for the report of possible shots heard. Arlington County Police Department spokesman Ashley Savage told Arlington Now earlier, the preliminary investigation indicates a suspect discharged a flare gun from his residence. No property damage or injuries have been reported. As of around 7 p.m., the incident was still ongoing. Police remain on scene investigating the circumstances of the incident. As the investigation is ongoing, the suspect has not been taken into custody at this time. As a precaution, the Bluemont Junction Trail is closed between North George Mason Drive and North Burlington. A witness described the unsettling sight of repeated flares over the neighborhood. And again, when I was kind of digging into X there, it looked like that he had set a field on fire or right next to, there was a school bus. So, that's probably what set off this entire thing. And maybe, I want to know what triggered the police to go, we need to knock this motherfucker's door down with a vehicle. A witness described, again, the unsettling sight of repeated flares over the neighborhood. Looked like flares being fired off large red fireball with tail just above 3 line heading west, the witness wrote. Would last 15 to 20 seconds, several in a matter of 5 minutes or so. Around 7:30 p.m., explosive ordnance disposal units from the fire department reported that they were responding to the scene. Police have not yet released any information about the suspect in the case, but social media account may provide some clues, which was basically going out instantly. A man named James Yo, listed in public records as the resident of the address to which police were initially dispatched. This man lived there. And again, this looks like a nice neighborhood. Has been repeatedly posting paranoid pictures on LinkedIn account of his neighbors, thinking that they're freaking spies. One post from 3 days ago rants against his neighbors in the adjoining duplex unit. Wilson, the neighbor who took the video of the explosion from his roof, described Yo as a recluse and said he had aluminum foil covering the windows. Major red flag. After the home was listed for sale a couple of years ago, Yo chased would-be buyers off with a knife. How did he get this house? Real estate records show the home was taken off the market at the end of 2021. What? So he's trying to sell his house. Somebody comes and is like, I would like to check out your house. And he's chasing them off with knives, and police haven't checked out this guy yet? How many times did this happen? Are you fucking kidding me? Here's somebody posting. This was 5:30 p.m. earlier today. Any thoughts on a series of fireballs? And that's the fucking house right there. What did you see exactly? Looked like flares being fired off. A large red fireball with tail just above. This was the quote that they used there. So yeah, that's a neighbor right there that was contacting ArlingtonNow.com. Any info on the very loud boom in South Arlington? About 5 minutes ago, I'm in Westover, didn't hear the boom, but felt the house shake. Just heard a massive explosion coming from Arlington. Again, we're getting, this was real time. This is 8:30 p.m. Shook our balcony windows with a huge thud. Sirens now, smoke and red fire. I would immediately thought we're being attacked. It's all over. Some scenes right here on the ground being provided by Jim Matthews, ArlingtonNow.com. See what we can find over here. Give him a follow, Ski. Maybe not. Maybe it's this man. It's got the photos. Well, where was that photo? One photo was like right here. House explosion during a barricade situation. Giving the actual map there. Some more photos. Certified 5 investigators already on scene to support our law enforcement partners. Fucking crazy ass scene, man. Like wild scene. Bonkers. Bonkers is the right word. Oh, man. Fireworks. Flares do not do that. Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on. I hope that there's some more up-to-date information that we can get. James Yo owns the house he blew up. He's not a tenant. Owns the house. Very, very interesting. Got this psycho dude living in this nice-ass neighborhood 4 minutes from the White House. I mean, look at this area. You can see when they move out, like... See if Raw Alerts has got anything happening here. They did have a space going. Not to be too loud.
In a shop or another location where there were lots. Imagine how many people we would be hearing about passed away, and none of this was identified by any of the agencies.
Well, we don't know that this was a bomb.
Well, I think it is, but that's just
We're
my
talking
opinion.
about bombs. They're already talking about that it could be bombs. See, now the conspiracies are going to be going rampant, but maybe it isn't. Who
on a bad
knows?
day out.
Maybe James Yo was onto something.
Many people. Yeah, would we agree that? And it was never identified. It happened.
Would anybody here argue if it was fair if this was intentional, that this individual did set it off? Like, part of me just wonders, like, why would you want to blow up your house like that? Like, unless you wanted to, like, maybe he knew the cops were coming and maybe he wanted to, go out, essentially in a literal blaze of glory into him and try to take a few cops with him. I mean, thankfully, hopefully no officers are injured here, but do you think, I think it could certainly be possible with that, although I don't think that's what happened, but but it certainly is possible that this individual could have had, rather malicious intentions, setting something up. Like maybe if he was firing a flare gun, maybe that was the trigger to whatever he had in there. Who knows? I mean, yeah.
Yeah, and that was definitely one of the possibilities that was discussed earlier. Is to, was that a trigger at some point? But there's still a lot of things that need to be clarified
Wow.
about that. Reading through this guy's link.
Hear me. Turn that down just for a moment. Canon Colossus. My wife thought the explosion was thunder at first. Having spent enough time in Afghanistan, I knew it was an explosion. Sounded like a rocket explosion or IED. Wow. Used to drive on 66 during rush hour and figured if I got pulled over, I could use my dogs on additional pass. Interesting that he owned the house, though. Carries on it. Search the records. To the records.
By his family into a psychiatric hospital in Rochester, New York, and he was trying to go after them for it, which is why he was suing everybody, his wife's employer, his sister's employer, and everything like that. And apparently, because he was contacting the DOJ so often, the FBI sent agents to his house in 2017 to tell him to stop because he wouldn't do it. And that seems that maybe that's where a lot of this paranoia set in. I mean, who knows if that's actually...
Yeah, like his YouTube account is just like, it's just like him. It's not even him talking. It's just like him looking at his own post on LinkedIn and lawsuits that he has and stuff. It's very strange. Very strange. And now they're getting some views, of course.
Tinfoil. Maybe he was trying to keep himself safe.
You guys, I love my
keep out rogue Wi-Fi. Come on.
I love it. Anyway, apparently he put his house
Nothing
on the
wrong with a tinfoil hat.
and chased off buyers with a gun.
See this fish back here?
So,
with a knife, it says. I thought. Did
a
it say
knife.
knife?
Sorry, a knife. Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine, this is some. It's crazy. Anyway, I thought I'd put that there. Diligent, you can post it. I don't care. I'm just looking at. You get the more juicy stuff from people that actually.
Okay, he's blaming
I guess, or posting
Fauci for not getting a job.
Well, it sounds like it was the witness that did the video earlier. It says the neighbor who took the video of the Arlington house explosion from his roof described the dude's alleged guy's name as a recluse and said he had aluminum foil covering the windows. After the home was listed for sale a couple of years ago, the guy chased would-be buyers off with a knife. That is just
dude,
that's too wild. Go ahead.
That's the trippiest shit. You show up to buy this dude's. I don't know how that would go unnoticed. Is no one? You know what? It's in Arlington, Virginia. They're probably not reporting. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. This man it's okay. He's just having a rough day. Let's just get out of here. We'll find another one, sweetie. There's another one on the market. Don't worry.
When an unknown person wants to sell off their personal stuff at some super inflated price, if you're profiling people as someone who's a potential risk, mate, that's one of the big indicators, eh?
I remember that one, Susan.
Well, I think, having, chasing people off with a knife and having, while at the same time having all of your windows tinfoiled might be an indicator there might be a need for some kind of mental health treatment, I think it's a good indicator.
Yeah,
go ahead, New Glory, go ahead.
That's a really interesting point you bring up, and there's something to be said for that because they think that they're going to be more valuable in the future than they are because they did something historically. And it reminds me, I don't know if it was Garfield. It's one of those sort of no-name presidents, but he was sitting and a bunch of people were passing him by, shaking his hand, and he was one of the presidents that was shot. And the guy who shot him had regretted that he was so poor he wasn't able to buy this really nice nickel-plated revolver, and he had to buy.
He's super pissed that Congress didn't get back with him.
In a museum someday, and it gives credence to your point.
Yeah, I totally agree. Demora, I saw you came up here. I didn't know if you could raise your hand or not if you're on a PC.
Oh, hi guys. I'm actually walking by a bunch of police officer cars here, and I tried to speak with a few of them, but they are not able to give any information yet because it's under investigation. I'm not very sure where is the house yet because they blocked the whole thing, but I'm looking at the map, and hi. Yes, sir. So let's see here. So I have a few people that are concerned about what happened here.
Okay, well, you gotta stay outside the perimeter.
Oh, am I within the inside of the perimeter? Yes, so oh, okay. I thought I was outside. I didn't know because. But this street, can't people walk on the sidewalk here?
I need you to stand outside the perimeter.
Okay, but is this inside?
I need you to stand on the opposite side of the yellow lines.
Oh, the opposite
side. This guy's
side.
about to get shot live.
Yeah, thank you. And
for
can
not
I just
standing
make a
in the
quick
right
question?
place.
Okay. Yeah. So apparently, I was inside of the location.
Yeah, you step inside the white lines before you get shot, bud. It's all happening
here. Where I am.
Are there bomb squads there? Like, bombs.
Can you describe what you see? Yeah, what types of vehicles do you see around? Can you see the house from where you're at?
I cannot see the house from where I'm at, but I can see the firefighter truck. I can see probably around 6-7 cars in this avenue. I see a sheriff Arlington County car in front of me. It's actually right next to a firefighter station, which is really interesting.
Here we go.
Because it's like probably neighbors to it, like about 300 meters away from it, 700 meters away from it, very close. I made a few footage. I'm gonna try to make a few more, but I have some issues, honestly, to post here because I have to make a footage with another device. So I'm not gonna be able to post things very well here, very quickly, but I'll try to post some pictures. I'll step down. I'll try to get some information because I don't have any.
Well, since you're in the area, go ahead and hang out upstage. And then when you get a chance, if you happen to talk to any of the neighbors or if you hear any more information or if you're able to share any of the posts, go ahead and put them up in the Jumbotron and we'll look at them together. But feel free to hang out up on stage. And thank you for going up there.
He probably can't record a video if he's
I
on
understand.
the
He
stage.
said that he was going to take some pictures. So, but anyway, regardless, go ahead and hang out up on stage and thank you for being there and sharing that with us. Don't get yourself arrested. Make sure you stay outside of the perimeter line, like they said. Okay.
Yes. Actually, I just filmed.
What is this? The court has carefully reviewed each page of the plaintiff's submissions. Plaintiff's complaint consists of delusional-sounding allegations intermixed with other statements that seem more factual. The allegations concern matters from plaintiff's childhood to the present. The allegations frequently involve plaintiff's interactions with his sister and wife. The pleading includes references to plaintiff being hospitalized at RGH. That's earlier. He was mentioning how he was held there and drugged against his will, and to various contacts with law enforcement. The complaint also alludes to the plaintiff's impending divorce from his wife. Ultimately, the complaint indicates that the plaintiff believes he is the victim of conspiracy against him by his sister, his ex-wife, and others, including the hospital. Plaintiff believes, for example, that his sister, ex-wife, and RGH conspired to prevent him from obtaining an attorney. Interspersed with these allegations are references to news stories appearing in the media over the past decades that plaintiff apparently believes are connected to the conspiracy that he describes. For example, plaintiff apparently believes there is a connection between the alleged conspiracy, the terrorism on September 11, 2001, and the current investigation into the 2016 presidential election by Robert Mueller. Yeah, this guy's off his fucking rocker, bro. Like, I mean, it's sad in a lot of ways.
Honestly, just my own word is DC is a place where you always feel that is something crazy going on. You know, when you live in a small town and you want to move out because there's nothing going on. DC, it's like a big town that you want to move out because there is always something bad going on. Well, I'll be down. I'll be around.
Wow, that statement carries so much weight, man. It really does. Go ahead, Kent. Thank you again.
Tinfoil on his windows.
Yeah, I just wanted to say how brilliant it is that, you know, we have these platforms where we've got 1,300 people in real time with a gentleman who's actually out there. I was just going to say, sir, please be careful because, you know, some of these guys are going to be edgy that there's something else going to happen. So, you know, stay outside that yellow line. But I just think it's brilliant that we can, in real time, have someone who's right there on the scene talking to police officers, and right around the world we can have this discussion. This is the sort of thing we need, and when we have these forums where people can do it and just give opinions and discuss it, I just think it's great. I just appreciate both of you, Rawls and Diligent, everyone involved, that we've got these platforms and that these conversations are happening. They're important.
Yeah, it really does. You know, it's kind of crazy how important it is that we're able to have people on the ground reporting in real time what they're seeing, what they're hearing, without having to go through the legacy media, which has lied to us for decades, right? Yeah, we're all tired of that. Nick mentioned it earlier. Like, we're sick of not knowing what's going on.
Shay, I don't know what you do, but how big's the dog? If it's a tiny dog, I mean, they have pee pads. Is it a big dog? But I'm worried. I'm on your side.
Hey, guys. In the Raw's Alerts video, it's about almost a minute long. You can see at the very end of that video, and this is like 2 miles from my house, there's another fire going on. It looks like it maybe one of the flares was shot like a few houses away, but there's some smoke that's still emanating that was there before the blast. So it was a decent sized fire. I read reports from local that one of the fields was burning or whatever just from one of the flares, but it looked like there was a pretty big fire that had been going there in that video before the explosion.
Yeah, I just want to step in. That was after the explosion. So the video that you saw with the flames in the background and everything, so that was after the explosion. So that's probably what you saw.
It looks like there's separate fires though. Did you notice that at the very end of your video?
Yeah,
Nerd Amber out here, huh? Give you a little love right here live. Whoa!
Give me 1 second to set it up. I don't know if we can. Tiffany, welcome up to the stage. What are your thoughts on what's going on?
I'm thinking that if this happened in California, we just assumed that it was a meth house cooking it. Oh, they were cooking meth and their house blew up. That's what we would think.
Do you know what I find a bit fascinating, folks, is that I'm being an old guy.
You guys are out there on the old X machine. Share this video out.
This would have been worldwide news. Like, seriously, only
get out for a little bit longer.
In my lifetime, we've become so used to this sort of stuff now. It's frightening, really.
Damn.
There is actually some credence to that, right? Like, we've become desensitized to these types of events, but I'm not sure it's because, they're happening. Well, obviously they're happening more frequently as our population goes up, but it's also the amount of information that we get when these things happen, right? So we used to be dependent upon just one or two or three different news sources.
Uh-oh. Phil could be boots on the ground tomorrow. Tayo Toys. Hey, man, if you're close by and shit's popping off, by all means, yeah, keep me updated, for sure. Post some updates. We'll keep it going, baby.
Happening, too, at the same time.
But just to let you know, though, just in response, mate, quickly, when that guy went postal back in decades ago, we knew about it in Australia within like 2 hours. When the Port Kennedy, Port Arthur massacre happened in Australia and Tasmania, which was our only big mass shooting. Everyone around the world knew it within hours. I'm just saying this is a whole new avenue because it was all through the news then, but big events like that were big events back then. And there was less people killed at Port Arthur than there was at that country and western thing that happened. You know, it's just to give you a perspective. It is desensitizing us, mate, because have a look at what's happening. You know what I don't want to mention it, but look at what's happening right now in world news, and we're all just watching it. It's horrifying what goes on, you know, and we are becoming desensitized, mate.
Yeah, I'm not arguing that point. I definitely think that we are becoming a little bit desensitized to it. I'm going to play this video clip that Ross sent me. It's the neighbor describes.
1 second. I got to bounce, guys, but thanks for having me, everybody. Have a great night.
Thanks, Alpha.
Okay. Are we ready? So Ross sent me a clip. It's the neighbor describes.
I'm seeing this now, Amber. Whoa, hold on. I'm in an actual cloud of smoke. Hold on. So, what is this? Amber in Discord. Where is this from? What's this from, Amber? It's crazy. James Yo, 47 minutes ago. All my social media is being banned for no reason. I wasn't even home when that incident happened. You'll all know the truth soon. I mean, that could definitely be a fake account, but that's fucking weird as shit. And then talking to JoJo Johnson, nope, the media is lying to you like always. There's a lien on that home and I don't live there. So what went south? What the fuck? What's going on? Oh shit, it's still happening. It's obvious America convinced the world to litigate against me. Y'all are fucking pathetic. Insiders accessing my accounts, etc. My neighborhood is crawling with spies, Mr. and Mrs. Surveillance, with neighborhood cameras recording everything, then passing the video audio to the parties who then pass the information to the media and government entities. Obvious the pathetic CIA is/has been coordinating against me. My mother and father, they spared Sista because apologies conspiring with U.S. government took her as internal spy, turned my friends and colleagues against me. Excuse me. And yeah, they red rummed my mother. They are somehow poisoning. Holy fuck. They're somehow poisoning everything in my ecosystem, either food or water or air. It's a challenge to pinpoint the exact cause since they know I am attempting to locate their poisoning. The result, I have lost partial sight field of vision in my left eye, lower left coordinate. I opened a Facebook account online and they immediately canceled my account. Opened a Facebook account via mobile and they canceled my account after a short period of time without due cause. Amazon locked my account stating fraud activity. Amazon is the fraud. Their customer service rep confirmed return of an electronic device but never issued the refund. Since y'all can't, it does sound, I won't to this point, you know, it sounds like him on LinkedIn, right? Whoever, if this is fake, they do a good job of copying how crazy he writes. Amazon locked my account stating fraud activity. Their customer service rep confirmed return of an electronic device. Since y'all canceled my job seeking, y'all pushed me to go back to trading equities and such. It's obvious insiders/employees have hacked into my financial accounts and are disseminating my position and financial information. Wow, where did you find all of this, Amber? I know I've asked you that 5 times, and I'm so enthralled with this I can't even look at the chat. But give me 1 second. I'm gonna look at it right now. No, he's out of his mind. He's definitely out of his fucking mind. Oh, this is on his YouTube. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Wow. He's definitely crazier than hell. U.S. government killed my mother and forced my sister to be an international spy. So this is kind of happening in real time even, I guess. Continues to fraudulently hold a lien on my Arlington, Virginia residence. My former corrupt... Wow, this is fucking insane, dude. Yeah, if that's actually him, they 100% need to actually find him. What the fuck? Wow. Oh my God. I should have wore the beanie down here. Damn. Gotcha. Holy shit. 3 minutes ago, everybody's witnessing them, / they are attempting to silence and crush me. Their attempts to trick via reverse psychology through, for example, media headlines is pathetic. This is pretty wild. Who's inside of the account right now literally posting in real fucking time? This is happening in literal real time right now. What the fuck? Good find, Amber. That's insanity. What the fuck is going on, though? This is crazy. I'm trying to get this posted out there. If you guys could share this out, I'd appreciate it. Also, liking this and sharing this helps as well. This is wild, though. Definitely needed someone, in his life to do some kind of mental health check on this, guy. Out of his mind. It's a bit of an understatement right here. Luckily, at least from reports right now, no one was hurt. And who knows where the fuck James Yo is even at. The fuck, dude, this is insane. This is actually crazy. So the newest comment, here's one from 11 minutes ago. This one I just read from Amber. So the newest comment's from like 3 minutes ago. I'm going to like it. Yeah, U.S. government killed my mother and forced my sister to be an international spy. Everybody is witnessing them / attempting to silence and crush me. Their attempts to trick or via reverse psychology through, for example, media headlines is pathetic. But I mean, who are you? Why would it matter? Like, what's going on, bro? Like, he's hitting, like, what's weird is it's not even like he's hitting, like, one side of the political, like, weirdness. Like, he's hitting both. Like, he's just saying weird shit on all sides. Like, he's just completely out, like, batshit crazy. He's saying bullshit. He's batshit. Batshit. No, correction. Batshit. Say that 3 times fast. 43 minutes ago. Here it is. January 6th event is rigged, orchestrated. Okay, that's pretty right. They do not want an actual coup against them, so they rig, orchestrate, and control a fake January 6th event, riot, and then big rig trials to set fake precedents in attempts to scare and control the people's minds. Then they spy on the people, and they hire your neighbors to go and get groceries and live normal lives and have children. Okay? But they're also spying on you for 20 years now, friend. What the fuck? Then they spy on the people and track the people's reaction to fake January 6th event and ruin people. Yeah, this guy went. He cracked, man. He cracked right the fuck wide open. Is what the hell has. So he's posting his own shit on his own shit right now. What the hell? He's posting his own house exploding right now. Right now. Oh, God, yeah, he's going to come. He's coming for all of us. Gail coming through with the $5. What is happening, Gail? I appreciate the shit out of that. Hit you with a little bit of love here. Thank you so much. This is wild. Let's see if there's any new updates here by Mr. Yo. I guess it's yeah, probably, right? Well, I mean, it's on his no, it is. It's a different one. That is a different one. I was deep. Who said it's fake? S. It is. It's not the same account. It's not the same account at all. Oh, they got me. Because I went down. I was about to go down and be like, no, but it is. And I was like, oh, wait. Because I think James Yo, the actual one, had like 160 like 160 people. I go back to the history here. Hold on. Yeah, I got on that one for sure. It was easy done, though, man. Because, I mean, I was like, oh, shit, we're going. Yeah, the real one has 268 subscribers. But wow, I mean, that was an insane find, though, Amber. That was crazy. Because I was like, this is insane. This is fucking nuts. Crazy. But this is probably going to continue to happen. Again, Phil, if you are in that area tomorrow, yeah, go out and get some updates, man. Because this shit is fucking crazy. I want to see if this guy keeps posting, though. He's like, listen, this is all a conspiracy. Dude, I was all in. Who was that again, Ez? Oh, God. Oh, God. No, thank you. You did. Dan, I have a job that you cannot turn down. Oh, Lord. No, for real, Shay. That's what I was actually saying. They nailed his link, the way he talks on LinkedIn. Nailed it. Nailed it. Oh, God. Yeah, Sex Luthor. You got it. We got it. Lord. I was in, though. I was like, oh, we're going, baby. This guy's answer. It's all real. It's all real. It's going down. I put my fucking joint out for that. Oh, God. That was intense, though. I don't know how many times I've literally... Remember the first time I went live with the Brian Koberger, the fucking... No, dude. Yeah, no, Amber. No, he got me hard. What was it? Papa Rogers. Oh my God, dude. I went live with the Papa Rogers Facebook post live. I didn't even look into it because I just started streaming live. I said, fuck it, let's go. And it's still up, actually. And it's pretty fucking not good. Oh, Lord. Woo! Yeah, dude, that was pretty good. Whoever did that is a king. I'm just gonna say this is a real, not him. He's not a king. No, someone that's gonna be taken out of context. This guy, fake James Yo. Let's see if he's still posting. Fake James Yo is gonna blow up. 11 minutes. Yeah, it looks like he's chilling out. Probably ran out of stuff to copy and paste from his LinkedIn, right? Research, my father, Dr. Key Kong Yo. Okay, I like this guy. It's over. Lord. And yeah, what is going to happen on December 7, 2023? Oh my God. Oh my God. Now here's the real James Yo. Again, he even had his LinkedIn account. Oh, dude, legend, bro. Legend. I'm glad I looked at the chat before I went much deeper. I'm not going to lie. I kind of had a good time, though. It was pretty funny. Wow. Whew. I have to take a second here. Let me go back into the smoke just for a second. I'm going to keep talking, but... Oh, Lord. James Yo. That son of a bitch. It's like everyone's conspiring against me. That's why I can't get a job. Well, it's probably because you're out of your mind. It could be that. Possibly. Call me crazy. Yo, James, you out here blowing up on YouTube, son. Oh, shit. Fuck. Uh-oh. JLR is on the case. He probably will dig up some shit. Look up my father. December 7th. It's all coming to a head. Look at the big brain on this guy.
I'm telling you like it is, baby.
Well, I can't wait to see what the wildest conspiracies that form out of this will be. Because you know it's going to be deep. James Yo has lived at this location since 1992. He is currently past due on property taxes. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yo, spill the tea on Mr. Yo. Listen, dude. Again, the house is fucking nice, dude. Like, 4 minutes from DC and Arlington. Look how close those houses are. Fucking close, dude. Yo, we need boots on the ground, yo. Phil with Publicly Buzzed live on location. Oh, shit. Flashbang Barbie, I haven't seen your name in a while, and I've missed it. Welcome back. Yeah, put your boots on, kind of deep. It's gonna be something, I bet. Some shit's gonna be coming out of this one. Like, I am a conspiracy guy, but I like to look at them like, you know, from all sides. I like to look at this stuff a little bit more objectively than like regular conspiracy folks. Like, I don't really get along with regular conspiracy folks because I'd ask too many questions, I think. Which that seems to be the fucking point, I would imagine, but not if they've already got their mind made up on what their conspiracy is. Just fucking dumb. I don't think I get that part of it, but Will Shaw, this is his opinion. Old Jesus, he was a real schizophrenic for sure. James, you need medication and therapy. Somehow the main shooter's death. Yeah, he was posting about the main shooter from a month ago. Reported by CNN was connected to James Yo's home address. I hope no one else was killed or harmed by the explosion. Take your meds. Main shooting, and then this was one of his posts on October 28th. Main shooting, CNN's subtle hateful messaging against James Yo. See time reference 844. Wait, is that his address? Is that what he's putting up? Like he's just putting like random numbers together? Oh my God. See time reference 844 in the headline, and his address is 844. This guy's out of his fucking mind, dude. And is it 846? What? My neighbors. Oh, that's how he's like. He got to his neighbors. He's like, the spies. It's all coming together, man. What the fuck? Oh, good to see. Good to see. I love it. I love it. Thank you for being here, though. Love it. Give you a shit.
Just chilling.
Just chilling. Poke Mom, there was a house in Colorado that exploded. They think because of a gas bubble. It was matchsticks. Wow. That shit's scary, man. I always worry about stuff like that. Just from being a paranoid person in general here. I can fix my shit here. No, yeah, super unwell. And I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, it's sad as fuck, honestly. Yeah. It's hard. It's hard. Hard to make sense of what's nonsensical, right? A lot of stuff coming out in real time, though. 629,000. Wow. This guy, James Yo, homeowner, doesn't seem to have an internet trial more than a month. We can go inside of the home. Wow. Might be able to break this one out into its own video. Inside of, what's his name? James Yo's home. This is what it used to look like. It used to be fucking nice as of about 8:20 tonight. What the hell? I don't live in a house this nice. I mean, I live in a pretty decent house, but come on now. This is some next level shit we're talking. It's a different tax bracket here, bro. Yeah. It's only going to get weirder. Wow. Really old neighborhoods in Arlington. Lots of brick built in the 50s and 60s. Never know, man. People are out of their fucking minds. It's the neighbors. Here's the spies, I'm assuming, because there's nobody right here. Yeah, he's got a good little yard there. You know, we should be asking about the doggies. Was there any dogs harmed in this situation? Shit, is it getting taken down, his YouTube? Here's the real one. It's still up. It's still there. It's still there. See if there's any news on the latest. Kept seeing a couple of new updates here, though. In the wrong area. My actual, I was like, what's happening? I was like, Bob's in on it. Nope. There'll be a lot of conspiracies coming out of the house explosion from Arlington tonight. James Yo was under the impression everyone around him, including his wife, sister, and neighbors, were trying to ruin his life. My wife, Stephanie Yo, and I had a dispute regarding property damage with one of our former tenants in Arlington. Chris somebody threatened and accused me of somehow causing his wife miscarriage and hospitalization in May of 2015. A legal dispute ensued. The attorney that my wife and I retained, Stephen Greiger, never vetted the accusation of having a miscarriage resulting in hospitalization, even though I asked Stephen to do so several times. Excuse me. Throughout the process, the stress of the legal matter with this has caused me to consume alcohol heavily on the night of November 25th, 2015. From which I woke up the next morning with a severe hangover. Drinking excessively and waking up the next morning with a hangover is not uncommon for me. My wife supposedly found a suicide ideation note during the night. My wife has not shown me the actual note, even though I asked my wife numerous times to produce the alleged note. My wife has even told me that she destroyed the supposed suicide note, contrary to RGH medical records, noting that my wife discussed a suicide note with the staff. Yeah, he's freaked out about this medical staff, his wife, and his sisters. Just super paranoid. Probably like a paranoid schizophrenic, quite frankly. Sadly, man. People lose their minds. That was actually an old shot. Hold on, I'll fix it live. Boom. We're live on it now, baby. Yeah, I'm sure this is going to get just a little bit crazier and crazier. Amber sent me something else. What you got? Yo versus Rochester General Hospital. Okay, I think you do have something here. It's from 2018. So, I mean, whatever happened with this hospital broke this man, quite frankly, it appears, by all accounts. It seems like that he did not or could not recover from this. Pull this over here. And this is from Law Nerd Amber coming through on it. Thank you, Amber. Appreciate it. Amber is the color of your energy. Thank you. It's true. Let's see. On May 18, 2018, plaintiff commenced this action. Let's go down here a little bit. As well as claims under various federal criminal statutes and claims for medical malpractice under New York state law. The original complaint purports to sue RGH, Rochester General Hospital, the Monroe County Sheriff's Office, plaintiff's wife, sister, and John Doe's. Okay, he's trying to sue everybody. Plaintiff filed an amended complaint number 2, which purports to add a long list of new defendants, including the New York State Police, the Rochester Psychiatric Center, the Monroe County Bar Association, Verizon, Google, and the New York Times. Along with the amended complaint, plaintiff filed a motion for services of the summons and complaint by the United States Marshal. On July 13, 2018, plaintiff filed a motion to seal number 5. On July 16, 2018, plaintiff filed a letter request to withdraw the motion for the services of Marshall. Again, this is James Wu versus this hospital. The court has carefully reviewed each page of the plaintiff's submissions. Plaintiff's complaint consists of delusional-sounding allegations intermixed with other statements that seem more factual. The allegations concern matters from plaintiff's childhood to the present. The allegations frequently involve plaintiff's interactions with his sister and wife. The pleading includes references to plaintiff from plaintiff's childhood to present. The allegations frequently involve plaintiff's interactions with his sister and the wife. The pleading includes references to plaintiff being hospitalized into RGH against his will and to various contacts with law enforcement. complaint also alludes to the plaintiff's impending divorce from his wife. Ultimately, the complaint indicates that the plaintiff believes that he is the victim of a conspiracy against him by his wife and sister and others, including RGH. Plaintiff believes, for example, that his sister, ex-wife, and RGH conspired to prevent him from obtaining an attorney. Complaint number 1, interspersed with these allegations, are reference to news stories appearing in media over the past decades. The plaintiff apparently believes are connected to the conspiracy that he describes. For example, plaintiff apparently believes there is a connection between the allegations conspiracy, the terrorism on against September 11, 2001, the 2016 presidential election. The following random expert from complaint number 1 will illustrate the overall tenure of allegations from the late September 2017. Plaintiff noticed Mr. Glenn Thrush from New York Times on MSNBC on-air appearances with a sense of familiarity. Upon closer examination of Thrush on MSNBC. I need a drink of water here, folks. Hold on. Plaintiff believes that Thrush is one of the 2 men who claim to be the FBI agents appearing at the plaintiff's primary residence on March 8, 2017. While Thrush's appearance as a balding man with facial hair is evident, plaintiff recognizes Thrush's facial hair and believes Thrush appeared in plaintiff's primary residence on March 8th wearing a wig without facial hair. Completely paranoid schizophrenic is what it sounds like to me. I'm not a doctor in any way, shape, or form, obviously. In another passage of the complaint, plaintiff quotes from a letter that he sent the special counsel Mueller, in which he states, "Dear Special Counsel Mueller, my name is James Yo. I suspect what I am about to describe, which seriously impacted me and continues to impact me today, may relate to the matters you may be investigating." I copied Special Counsel Rhee on this correspondence. My deceased father, Ki Hong Yo, was familiar with Jun Rhee, who is widely regarded as the father of American Taekwondo. The last time I saw and spoke to Grandmaster Rhee, what the fuck was the wedding? I wondered if, and this is to the Mueller? The fuck is he talking about here? I contacted your email without success. I am not seeking anyone to threaten me in a more favorable manner to considering some of my connections. I only ask those charged with solemn oath to duty upon the U.S. Constitution. Discussion. District courts do not generally conduct reviews of actions in which the plaintiff has paid the filing fee. Nevertheless, district court has inherent authority to dismiss a frivolous complaint even when the plaintiff has paid the required filing fee. So they're saying this is frivolous. I mean, the guy is insane. Again, thanks. I can't stop burping. Thanks, Amber, for that. That's freaking crazy, man. This person's on board, though. He's like, he's right about some stuff, but he's a little bit unhinged for me. He's just a little bit too far. When you start shooting out at the police and then you blow up your house, it's just a bit too, he just barely stepped over the line. I was with him. I was actually pretty much with him right until the explosion. As soon as the explosion happened, I was like, yep, I'm going to have to step out. I'm going to have to stop supporting you. I immediately stopped right then and there before, hey, he had some points. The guy had some points. Oh, God. What's happening? Lady! Y'all didn't know you came for a concert, did you? Craziness. Bunch of craziness. That's what it is, folks. Thank you for being here tonight. Appreciate it. If you're just hanging and banging in the foreground, lurking, please hit that like. Helps out the stream. Helps us out in the after effects and the algorithm on the evil YouTube that is going to, probably be deleting James Yo's account any time now, guys. Did I miss a fan funding? No, I did not. Yeah. Thank you, Holly Berry and Gail, for coming through on that. Appreciate that. I was going back to look through that. Missy, everybody that popped in on random Monday night. It's 1 a.m. Holy shit, I've been doing this for how long? What time is it? I've been streaming for almost 2 hours. Wow. Holy crap. I should be streaming tomorrow night. I still need to find. I want to stream the movie Scrooged tomorrow night on Kick. I'm not 100% sure if that's going to be... I need to find it is the reason. I mean, I should be able to do it otherwise. Anybody new that's just hanging out because of the story, please follow. I'm going to try to go live more often when there's breaking news like this. I go live all throughout the week. I do 4 live shows a week, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sundays. And hopefully you will enjoy some of those. On Sunday morning, we do something called Murder Church. We watch murder trials. We're currently doing Dr. Kevorkian, the 1994 trial. And on Fridays, we do something called Feral Friday. Yeah, love you guys popping in here on a whim like this to hang out, do a little bit of discussion on an absolute probable psychopath, James Yo. Susan came in here. Susan living close to this. Absolutely insane. The magic lamp. What's the magic lamp? I'm a little bit back in the conversation here. I apologize. That was quick, Amber. That was dope. That was awesome. That last little bit there. On top of it. On top of it. My girl, huh? You don't have that song out here for no fucking reason. Huh? Huh? Heard? I don't get up early. Well, I got to get up real soon, actually. I got to get up in like 7 some hours. I usually don't go to sleep till like 2 in the morning anyway, so I usually am up watching something. In my head, I feel like if like I'm chilling really hard, it's like sleeping. Like if I'm chilling mad hard on the couch and I'm deep into something, it's kind of like sleeping. That's how I like to think about it. New Martin sound effects there. Any good book recommendations? I haven't read a book in so fucking long, dude. I don't know. The last book I read was oh man, it was during the pandemic actually. It was a Manson. It was a Charles Manson book. Actually, I think I've read something since then. It was like an audio thing. But the last thing I actually read was in like 2021, and it was Tom O'Neill. What's that book? It's fucking good though. But now I don't really have a lot of time, unfortunately. Yeah, Chaos. This book is crazy. This book is awesome. If you're into Charles Manson and all that stuff. But now all I have time for right now currently is editing and working on the old channel here. But hold on. This book is awesome. Really, really good. Chaos, a journalist. This dude worked on this book for literally 20 years, okay? Like, it's insane. A journalist's 20-year obsession with the Manson murders brings shocking revelations about the most infamous crimes in American history. Carelessness from police, misconduct by prosecutors, and even potential surveillance by intelligence agents. What really happened in 1969. In 1999, when Tom O'Neill was assigned a magazine piece about the 30th anniversary of the Manson murder. So what happened was this guy was writing for this magazine. He got this gig for this magazine where he's just supposed to write a little article about the Manson. He got so invested, he didn't even end up finishing that, I don't believe. He ended up just working on this for 20 years. I think the book came out in 2020, actually. And he goes down all the avenues, whether it's like, and there's a lot of different conspiracies out there about the Manson stuff, and I can subscribe to some of that stuff. The story is wild as fuck, and I don't trust the government. But it's pretty interesting because he goes down a lot of the different avenues, and I like the ending a lot. I'm not going to say what it is, but the ending of this is fucking crazy. Like, I won't going to say crazy. I don't want to hype it up as being crazy, but it's awesome. Like, it's super interesting what his research gets to you there. It's good. Charles, hey man, just wanted to say I live in Arlington, Virginia at my cousin's house, and that explosion was crazy. Wow, another person in chat close to the explosion. Damn. I agree. No. I would say read more, folks. For sure. That is a great advice, Gregory. Great advice. Mountain Mama, yes. Crazy shit. Big house explosion in Arlington, Virginia. Absolute, what looks like a paranoid schizophrenic. Left a lot of little breadcrumbs online, just talking a little bit manically. And, well, it looks like a sad mental health episode is what we're looking at here, quite frankly. Leonard Amber, love you all. I just had a monkey in my brain that's always looking for something else while I'm trying to pay attention. It worked out today. No, that was amazing, Amber. Thank you so much. That's awesome. I love it. Missy coming through here. Mandy coming through here. All the mods that came through here. Mountain Mama, appreciate it. Gail, again, thank you so much for that 5. That 5's going to be put to good use. I appreciate that. Yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow night. Please keep an eye on socials, on Twitter, on the YouTube community page, on Facebook, and see if I get that movie going. I'm going to try to play Scrooged, the Christmas movie. It's my favorite Christmas movie. Tomorrow on Kick. I'm going to get the link in here. Now, Kick is a different app, folks, but it's super easy. It's in your app store. It's super easy to use. And it's super awesome, actually. So if you're not following me on Kick, please follow me on Kick. It'll most likely be a Kick-only stream tomorrow night. And for a movie, again, I'm going to try to get Scrooged, but we'll see what happens. So keep your eye on socials. Getting a little bit hoarse here. Yeah, again, thanks so much for coming in on a whim. This was cool. As you head out the door, please hit that like, guys. Helps me out. And this was really cool, man. This was awesome. I need to fix that camera. I need to come down just a little bit more so you can kind of see the camera a little bit. It's just a little high. But I kicked it one night. Kind of fucked it up. But, all right. Love you guys. I will see you in the chats tomorrow. And, yeah, tomorrow night. Please. Oh, shit. I just dropped my phone. Destroyed everything. I will see you tomorrow. Love you guys. Have a good... Go to sleep.
See, we shoot them up bang bang over here. We not scared of they motherfucking ass.